Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Misha. If you're returning, welcome back. Alright you guys, I'm so excited. I don't know if I'm gonna make it all the way through, but I'm going to try to do Bakemas! Yay! So this is day one of Bakemas, and for the first day of Bakemas, which if you don't know and this is your first time seeing it, Bakemas is where you bake your way into Christmas. So I'm going to list 25 days of baking. So like for the next 25 days, I'm gonna post a video every day for Bakemas. Will I make it all 25 days? I don't even know. I barely even have time to film this video, but we're gonna give it a shot. So with that being said, let's get into it. For Bakemas day one, we are going to do brown butter chocolate chip cookies, because what is more delicious, what is easier, what is just the perfect start to the holiday. So first things first, I have butter browning in the back. If you don't know how to brown butter, basically you put it in a pan, you watch it, you stir it, and it browns. It gets like your baked goods a nuttier taste. So once that butter is done browning, we are going to get into assembling our cookies. So let's get into it. Okay, so we're going to be browning 8 tablespoons of butter, and then we put 4 chopped up in here. To this bowl, we are going to add 3/4 brown sugar. So let's do that right now. We're also going to be adding 3/4 of just granulated sugar, but let's do the brown sugar first and then we'll do the granulated. Okay, now we are going to be adding the 3/4 of granulated sugar. Now, I am taking this recipe out of a cookbook. I'll link the cookbook down below. It's a cookie cookbook, so that is where I'm getting this recipe from if you want to check it out. Alright, so 3/4 in here like that. I really do love the sugar container because it has the measurements. It really does make my life easier. Now that we have, look at how it has this nice like nutty brownie color to it. Brown color but not burnt. I just want a little bit slightly more brown, and then we're going to throw it in there. Look at that beautiful brown color. Alright, let's get this into the bowl. It smells so incredible. Like that brown butter smells so good. So we're just going to pour this in here. Now we're going to give everything a nice mix, and then we're going to let this come to room temperature before adding the eggs. I am going to add the vanilla and into here. Let's see, just give this a quick mix. And we're going to do a tablespoon of vanilla. Okay, now the vanilla's in there. Let's give this another mix. Make sure it's all nice and incorporated. Now, everybody does this different. You can follow the instructions from the book. I kind of deviate and do my own thing, and that's my choice, so no hate. Now, these kind of recipes will always tell you to sift your flour in. I never do that, okay? I don't. I'm sorry. I know, shortcuts, they're the worst. But if you want, sift your flour and mix your dry ingredients in a separate bowl. I don't have a bunch of bowls to do that, so this is how we're doing it. I'm pouring it right in there. I know, judge me all you want. And next, we are going to put some baking powder in. We put a tablespoon of baking powder. I just realized I didn't show you putting the 2 eggs in. I also have put 2 eggs in here. So we're just going to get this all combined and mixed together. After we do that, we are going to add our chocolate chippies. Now, you can add any kind of chocolate chips you want, but my husband loves the milk chocolate, so that's what I'm going to add. So we are just going to add milk chocolate chips in. My husband loves lots of chocolate chips, so that's what I'm going to add. Now, like I said, I did get this base recipe from a book, but I deviate and change it as I go. So I will link the book below, but it's not going to be the exact same because I deviate. Now that they're all incorporated in, we are going to take our, I guess it's like an ice cream scoop or cookie scoop, however you want to look at it, and we are going to scoop out our cookies onto a cookie bake tray, baking sheet. So I have my baking sheet lined with parchment paper, and we are just going to let the cookie out. Look how cute this is. I love these cookie scoop things because it really does make them way more uniform. So you kind of know what you're getting. Now, if you want this recipe not to spread and to be more like clumpy and bulky, then put it in the fridge and let it cool for a bit. But if you like thin spread out cookies, bake right away. With this size scoop, this recipe makes about 15 cookies. After you get your cookies onto the baking sheet, we're going to bake 350 for 9 to 10 minutes. So I'm going to finish getting the rest of the cookies on here, and then I'll bake them, and I'll see you when they're done. Okay guys, so after you're done, always let the cookies rest. Here it is, all beautiful, perfect, and chocolate chippy. Now it's time to bite into it. I always like to underbake mine just a little bit, but that's a personal choice. Look at that gooey inside. It's a perfect chocolate chip cookie. I love a brown butter chocolate chip cookie. I feel like they're so superior. So good.